Hello everyone, good evening. I hope you're all doing well. It is time once again for some more Ace Attorney. Oh, how was the reaction? I hope it was colorful. I'll have to look at that afterwards. Because everyone's first visit into seeing Radiance is always amazing. And the whole, oh shit, it deals damage, holy shit, it deals so much damage. Yeah, I did say she was being optimistic. I did say it. Of course, I will support her and but yeah. Oh, just gonna be a cutscene. Nope. Oh yeah, you know all those bosses you've been fighting so far? Yeah, they got nothing on you. Here is Radiance, bitch. Here's Radiance, and it's about to make you its bitch. That's how that one goes. But enough about Callie's. Yeah, Radiance does go Toho on your ass. I mean, we have Super Meat Boy and we have Toho in the same game. Isn't it great? So. Enough distractions about Callie's misfortune. We have some more Miles Edgeworth to do. And yes.
I know what they desire.
And hello there. Let's see, that was... Hey, Mayo8. Nice to see you here. Hope you will enjoy yourself here. Let's see. So we have the DS emulator. There we go. So, we still have to deal with wonderful, wonderful old bag and Larry Butz. So yeah, let's have fun with that. It would appear that the answer has made itself known. You're making quite a confident face there, Mr. Prosecutor. Bring it on. I'm ready to counter any argument you may have. Very well then, if you are prepared, I'll show you exactly where my deductions have led me. Good, I'm counting on you, Edgy. Leave it to me, Larry. My first attack will be to expose your lie for what it really is. I know there's still something you're keeping from the rest of us. What's wrong with you? Why is it no matter what I say, you don't believe me, Edgy? Curse you! I should just have hurry up and die already if that's how it's going to be. I mean, I'm having fun on your expense, Mina. Because it is kind of fun to see everyone's wonderful reactions to not just Larry, but you know, to Wendy Oldbag. I threw everything into mass confusion. So you made some wonderful friends as a child, I see. Larry, I only have one thing to say to you. When you make that face into me, that's no use. A man who's ready to die is strong-willed, you know. Larry, it doesn't matter what sort of harebrained trouble you've caused. I only ask that you not lie to me. So, how are you today, Mayui? If you cause an innocent person to be judged unfairly because of some insipid lie, I will never forgive you. Edgy. Although allow me to say that I consider you to be among the innocent in this case. And that I will draw out the real killer. You can trust me on this. Alright, this time I'll tell you the whole truth, okay? What happened? What didn't happen? The works. Just what happened will do. Now then, if you would please testify as to what you did on the rooftop tonight. I feel like I have to take the super deep breaths at whenever Larry goes on a trial because I just don't have it just doesn't leave me room to breathe in between everything he says. Yes, comfy time. Well, you're in the right place. Well, if it weren't from his old bag, but we'll just have to deal with. I don't think she'll have too much to say after this. She's just here as backdrop, I think. But we don't have to deal with old bag right now, so there's that. After the show, I left the pushcart in the rose garden and came back into the embassy. Then they took a couple of pictures of me shaking hands with the ambassador. After that, and until my next appearance, I had some free time, so I wandered around. And that's when I spotted a chimney. A chimney like that is a rare thing, you know. So then, I went to play Santa and decided to give it a try. Larry, I thought I just finished telling you not to lie anymore. But it's kinda ultra embarrassing. And what exactly is so ultra embarrassing that you cannot tell me? Edgy man, I just said it was embarrassing, so of course I can't just blurt it out. But so you're just gonna have to reason it out of me. As your superior, I command you to hurry up and expose this man's lie. Oh, I have every intention of to, for I am not about to let us waste time on such a trifling matter. Not much going on here for this, like, because hey, this is what he did. Nothing out of the ordinary, and so there's only this one that is to just try to get him out of. You suddenly wanted to play Santa. Well, actually, I dressed up as Santa once before already. We can all remember this if we have from the first Ace Attorney game. So that was down at Gerd Lake. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't dredge up such unnecessary memories for me. Let's see. Unsure what to stream all day. I make a choice, and people on Discord tell me to play something else that was not even considered. What are you going to play, Mina? I haven't been keeping up on your Discord today. So what are you up to? Hey, Twilight Princess. We haven't finished that yet here. Sounds like you guys share a lot of history. A perk of being childhood friends, huh? Besides, it's not a felony to dress up and play Santa, you know. Santa doesn't go around killing people after he comes down the family's chimney after all. Actually, it's worth delving into... is it worth delving into whether or not playing Santa is a big deal? Actually, I believe in the case of this man, playing Santa is actually quite a big deal. Are you saying that your body is exactly made of Santa quality stuff? Precisely. You hit a nail on the head, Agent Lang. Hey, Edgy, that's so incredibly mean. Tell me something, Larry. Do you know that Santa's job is to deliver presents to people all over the world? Of course I know that. I did graduate from junior high, you know. In that case, it's your turn to tell me something. I want you to tell me whom you are delivering a present to. I was delivering a present to a child of bask in a glow of love. That must be the most elegant description of you I've ever heard, but a lie is still a lie. You sure know how to kick a guy when he's down, you know that. In any case, the person you wish to deliver a present to was most certainly this. Well, that'll be, ex-security lady. Take that! An interesting taste you have there, Mr. Suspect. Don't spread lies about me. I told you they want to see his old bag so much that I would try to go down the chimney. Ow! I advise that you stop right there in your bashing of a lady. Well, I must admit that I myself hardly have ever want to run into that lady. However, what if you were to misinform and under the wrong impression? Then what? Yeah, he is. Like, well, he's not even. He's a large child. He doesn't change. Define wrong impression. I simply mean that the man before you thought. Wait. I mean, the man before you thought to enter the old lady's room without knowing one very important fact. And that fact is best summed by this. Not this one. Nope. Come on, where is it? There it is.
Take that!
This is something the old lady received from her employer for the night. The girl who normally plays the pig princess, Mindy, was it again? It seems that this man was quite taken with that actress. But that's not true, Edgy! She's the one with the hots for me. I just know it. I can feel her sexy beam piercing my heart when she's watching me. Sexy beam, I tell you! You filthy, despicable, inconsiderate, fickle, idiotic, cowardly, operation of a man. You haven't matured at all since we last met. Mr. Prosecutor. Yes? This guy. He's got bigger problems than getting involved in murders, I take it. I suppose you could put it that way. Hey, what the heck, man? I just don't get you at all. Why do you have to make me out to be some sort of bad guy? To return to the original topic, I propose that at least this much has been made clear. Yep, Lang has, it just hits the nail on the head. Without any knowledge that Miss Mindy had fallen ill, Larry tried to make his way into the Pink Prince's room. That much we know for sure. Hey, Edgy! Looks like I got a hang of this court thing now. But we're not in court at the moment. Shut up! I see what's going on here, and I just like what you did in court. Guess the old boy here still has something he wants to say. Langsy says, until the root of the tongue dries, one never knows the whole truth. You shouldn't form conclusions until everything is out in the open, which is why I will listen. Alright, then get ready to listen to me defeat Edgy in a battle of wits. Larry, have you forgotten that should I lose, your victory prize will be your arrest? Yeah, Larry is challenged. So, you think all I wanted to do was go and visit Mindy? Well, I dressed up as Santa and climbed the chimney, but the smoke was really thick. It was a case of mistaken identity, and that mistake made me late for the speech. Then, on top of it all, I became a suspect in a murder. That's what he really meant. But why would I ever put myself through so much humiliation on purpose? Oh, Larry. Hey! Someone say something! Larry, are you seriously trying to submit this? Not as a confession, but as testimony. Larry is acting as the Steel Samurai, which is a character in a TV show.
Mentally challenged.
Well, there's that as well. But he is acting as a character in a TV show for a diplomatic appearance, a diplomatic show. Yeah, Larry is also something. So what if I am? Is there something wrong with that? My claim is a claim, claiming my claim. Do you have a problem with that? So it was you! You're my stalker! But I should warn you, it doesn't matter what kind of flattery you throw at me. I am the devoted type of woman who's fully focused on... Yeah, I'm not gonna try to keep up with her. Oh, I'm so inspired! You're such an inconsiderate, cowardly, idiotic, and all-around completely worthless man. I thought I had something ominous just now, but perhaps it was just my imagination. Oh, Edgy-poo. I mean, there's nothing further for me to prove at this point. Oh, what do you mean? Of course you still got something to prove. You still have something to show. You still have to show some proof that I was trying to meet up with Mindy. Proof, you say? Remember, Reggie, everything is evidence in court, right? You mean evidence is everything in court, Larry. But I do understand your point. Yeah, see, I'm totally pro of this now. Very well. If you wish to see the evidence then let me show you the last piece of evidence you'll ever wish to see. So we have, was it Christian or was it Dylan? I think it was Dylan. No, it was... I can't remember who... It was Christian or Dylan who made a comment on Miss Oldbag. We have a clip of it somewhere. Oh, Edgy-poo. Oh, there we go. Okay, the letter from a stalker. Objection! Larry, don't even think about denying that you have knowledge of this letter. Hey! Why are you showing that thing to me? Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving knight. Well, isn't that just romantic? But you weren't able to descend on her from above, were you, Mr. Loving Knight? Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember a thing. You can pretend to be ignorant all you like, but it's written right here. This letter proves that you were not out to meet the old lady, but rather that you were attempting to pay Miss Mindy a visit. That'll be the steel. Let's see. There we go. Larry, I suggest you take up penmanship lessons. That is, if you never wish to experience this level of embarrassment ever again. What the heck? What are you talking about? Speak English! You wrote Mindy so sloppily that it became Wendy to the average eye. Hey, stop picking on me! It's so embarrassing! There. Isn't that what childhood friends are for? They're the best, aren't they? For punching. That's what... But that will have to wait until we're off with for this crime scene. Ah! Had you saved me from this scary man? Sure, if you're willing to make amends, starting with your incredibly embarrassing mistake. That was me. Come again. It's a fake. Someone's out to get me, so they make it that fake letter. Fix. The prosecutor syndrome doesn't end with Phoenix. Ada Lang is also just fantastic. To set me up! Accept your defeat graciously, but you guys are being so mean. Hold it! Penmanship analysis. What's that? No matter who, all people have certain unique features to their handwriting. Ergo, all we have to do is compare their handwriting in this letter to a sample of yours. And we'll know soon enough who it was that sent this letter. I'll never write another thing in my life. Hold it! It's no use, Mr. Loving Knight. For you've already graciously provided me with a sample of your handwriting. Take that! This autograph and our mysterious letter. If we compare the handwriting, we'll know the answer to our question soon enough. Confess now, Larry, to your miserable failure. I'm sorry! I did it! I did it! It was me causing people trouble again. I admit it. You hit the nail right on the head, Edgy. So, he finally confesses. I saw the pink princess being carried around in a stretcher and I got worried, alright. I wanted to go into Minnie's room, but the doctors wouldn't let me in. So what choice did I have? It was the chimney or bust, Edgy. Your mind jumped from the door to the chimney? What a criminally overactive imagination. Well, at least I was honest and wrote Mindy a letter and stuck it under the door. That way she couldn't be so shocked when I came through the chimney. Except for the fact that the letter was an utter failure at conveying the said sentiment. I'm really sorry. Larry, you may be a shameful good-for-nothing blight on the face of humanity. However, I always knew you weren't the killer. So I just love this. Edgy is so sassy, just like you're a stain on humanity, but at least you aren't the killer. Oh, I told you to trust me. Because at the very least I can attest to that about you. Edgy, you're... We have lost a lot of valuable time because of you. Oh! In any case, I believe we can say that we know exactly what happened. Mr. Larry Butz sought to climb down the chimney, not for access to the crime scene, but to enter the room of an elderly lady next door. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Although, I still find it a bit unbelievable that the two of you are friends. But the suspicion on that guy over there isn't just completely resolved yet, so don't get any funny ideas about running off, okay? Oh, hey, what? Edgy, what does the wolfman mean when he says I'm not off the hook yet? He reminds of the murder weapon. Larry, did you forget? There are 2 layers of suspicions hanging over your head. That's exactly what I mean. We can't only rely on the words of the suspect after all. We may have figured out where he was and what he was doing all night, but the bloodstained samurai sword that was left on the crime scene, as long as there is no satisfactory explanation for that, this wolf will refuse to ease up on his bite. Ah, Edgy, that guy! He looks like he's seriously about to take a bite out of me. I'm well aware, and you should be as well, that this upcoming battle will be crucial. Thanks to the cooperation of our lovely bumbler, I've been dealt a very nice hand and a sweet trump card. Looks like we're about to enter the final bout. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, let's see what you've got. I can easily point out contradiction in the supposed murder weapon, but the real problem for me is figuring out what the real murder weapon is. This will be a high-stakes gamble, but this is one gamble I cannot afford to lose. I was the one who found the body of the victim, Damask II. Besides him was a samurai sword, glittering red and offering the scent of blood. It was supposed to be in the steel samurai's dressing room, but I found it here instead. Plus, I found the murder weapon's owner, the suspect, Larry Butz, in here too. Is it a bit far-fetched to accuse someone simply on the basis of ownership? But this owner wanted to sneak onto the crime scene. No, Larry's not a murderer, he's just an accused of being a murderer as usual. But he is a moron. Yeah, this isn't the first time he's been accused of murder. I think there's plenty to go on, don't you? Yep, as usual. If you're alluding to his reason for being by the chimney, we've already established that. All right there, prosecutor. You two are long-term friends, right? Who's to say you didn't fabricate the evidence to give him an alibi? You're accusing me of fabricating evidence. You think I can believe anything you produce? Forging evidence is all you prosecutors do. This man has some serious issue with prosecutors. But come on! I can't think up something as complicated as that! Right, Edgy? Larry, I can agree because I know you and your personality well. However, Agent Lang knows nothing about you or me for that matter. I sense his hatred for my entire profession emanating from his entire being. Meaning that there is only one way I can prove Larry's innocent is to present irrefutable evidence.
Hold it!
There's nothing impressive about him more finding the victim. Excuse me, but glittering red and offering up the scent of blood. Do I have to spell it out for you? I mean the sight and smell of blood, of course. And according to the test, the blood on the sword belongs to the victim. The sword was made to only be used on stage, so it's not sharp. But it's pretty weighty. It's certainly heavy enough to beat someone to death with. Which leads me to suspect that the victim was beaten to death with a sword. Beaten to death, huh? I guess that statement is too important to just let slip by. The thing is, though... no, it's a little depressing this one.
Hold it!
So, the sword was covered in the victim's blood. Yeah. The lab results confirm that the blood on the sword matches the victim's. But the sword is as dull as a vanilla envelope. So, it's all just a stage prop after all. The Steel Samurai is about safety first, so you can't use it like a real sword. The Steel Samurai has spoken. The Pink Princess also appears to have something she'd like to petition you for personally. What the Pink Princess would like to say can wait for the day after eternity. Oh, we don't want to hear old back speak, after all. Anyway, my point is that even though the sword is dull to slice with, it's heavy enough to bludgeon someone to death with. Therefore... the idiot squad has spoken, yep. Do you know what this is, Agent Lang? It's a long spear, right? We used to use those a lot in my country a long time ago. Piercing, mowing people down. Spears are the weapon of heroes throughout history. It is the next most effective weapon after the whip. I think the whip is in a slightly different category. So, what's your point? Are you going to tell me that the spear is a real weapon? No. I simply want you to take a look at this section here. The way it's bent? Precisely. Apparently a certain troublemaker hit it against a wall in his embassy earlier. And as you can see, the insides of the Steel Samurai's weapons are hollow. In other words, they're replicas that are not strong enough to deliver a damaging blow, let alone multiple strikes necessary to bludgeon someone to death. And yet, there's not even a single dent on the samurai's sword. How do you explain that? Oh,